who will listen? On the court issues, nothing will change, I beg. As far as judges, government are nominated, please do me the favor of punctuating when you send messages. I beg you. Thank you very much. Basil Chika on Facebook is saying, additional's words, if taken seriously, additional's words, if taken for granted, you are on your own because I'm so sorry. Please, I need you to punctuate, okay? Please, just try your best to punctuate when you're sending these messages so I'm able to
send it in a hurry. Just take your time. We'll read it.
It's so hard for me. Please, all right? Because I'm reading these messages in real time. James Ungwachi Ogbona says, Sage and distinguished Fuad, I greet you exclusively. I think I took this on WhatsApp already. We also have, let me try and take that message that Basil Chika sent. Additional's words, if taken for granted, you are on your own because the Nigeria's present situation cannot be solved by palliative interventions like the Minister of Agriculture was talking about yesterday. He talked about the distribution of metric tons of grains to farmers, which is a long-term measure when people are already wallowing in hunger. I don't know who is advising this government, but I think if they cannot hear, they can see the anger on the people's faces, that if something is not done immediately for people to eat, this looming food crisis may not be averted with a mere waving of hand. Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos, thank you very much. We appreciate you for your message. You can keep the messages coming in. We're live on Facebook, facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM. I'll still go back to the phones, but allow me to take a couple WhatsApp messages before we do that. We have a message here on WhatsApp that says, good morning, Fuad and Sage. My name is Odugbeson Kayode from Jakonde Estate, Isolo, Lagos. The problem with us as a nation is that we have failed to protect our farms. How do we expect them to now farm? On the looting of the warehouses, when the government fails to prosecute those looting billions in our common treasury without consequence, why would people not look for food by any means? Nobody cares for the common man in Nigeria anymore. All right, thank you. We have another message here. Gentlemen in the studio, Sage and Fuad. Okay. Thank you for your message. We appreciate you. We have here, good morning. If the government can stop paying lip service to agriculture, it will solve the problem. Number one, security should be addressed. Number two, mechanized farming should be encouraged by the government by providing to the real farmers equipment and not themselves and friends who export and sell at exorbitant prices. Also here, good morning, Mainland FM crew. What Additional said is the reality, but Nigerians need urgent solution to solve the food crisis and not wait for farm products that have not even been cultivated. Let the borders be open for a while and then closed again for at least 6 months. Thank you. I'm Chris Ojubeli from Ikeja. Before I go back to the phone lines, Fuad, it's been a lot of debate around opening the borders until we're able to deal with our food crisis and then closing the borders again. Based on antecedents, do you think we'll be able to handle that short-term strategy of partial opening and then closure?
We have to do what we need to do because again, even the organized labor has said it. Temporarily, we need to do something. We need to because again, if we're going to start another round of planting agriculture, it's going to take time. It's going to take before all of those things yield, and then we can begin to now have those food. But in the short term, what people are saying is that look, we can open up our borders temporarily, bring in some things, rice, chicken, groundnut oil, just to solve the problem short term. And then, of course, look at how we can resolve our problem and then go back to what we currently have. Again, when we say open up our borders, Sage, the reality is that, look, our borders are not really closed.
I mean, we still have a number of border porosity is a problem.
So we need to, instead of us just telling ourselves lies, we should just tell ourselves the truth. Are the borders really closed?
Smuggling still happens. We know that.
All right.
Let's go back to the phone. 09136000410. Hello, Mainland FM.
Hello, morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Yes, this is Taiwo from.
All right, Mr. Taiwo, please go ahead.
It's so hard to believe that government don't even know what to do. And they make the insecurity is the major problem of the nation, and they are doing nothing about it. They're doing nothing. Nigeria was the greatest agricultural sector in the world becoming zero. No. Government, they know what to do. They know how to do it. Instead of giving Nigerians food, why not push everybody to agriculture as much as possible? Push them to agriculture, bring in tractors, go to mechanized farming. Huh? It's painful. It's painful to have a country that has come to this, and they are the causes. They know they are the causes that they don't want to do anything. I think that's my belief, and it's painful to see Nigeria in this situation. Very painful.
Thank you very much. Yes. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
This is Okangoni.
Nice to have you. Okangoni, people were asking about you all week. How are you?
I do. You know, sometimes somebody will calling.
I mean, it's not up to us. You know, there's lots of traffic on the phone lines. But you're here now. Go ahead.
Ogani.
I smell for Luko.
We are here without light. Yes. You see, one of the things that ADESHINA mentioned was that if you are commissioning a borehole, you don't make it public. Because people should have
water by now. It's a shame that at this time we're still commissioning boreholes and we'll go on TV to promote that.
Exactly. I think that man was talking about Lagos. Look at the kind of money that is in this Lagos. Where is the pipe and water? Nothing. Even the borehole, let them come and give us borehole now. No way. If you don't have borehole on your own, it doesn't work.
Don't abuse my state. Yes, we don't have potable water, but don't abuse us. It doesn't belong to you more than myself because I pay taxes here. Yes, I'm a businessman, I pay taxes. So me and you, we own this state together. They should give us pipe and water only. The water is not there. So, and there's no light to pump the borehole that I even have for myself. There's no borehole, there's no light. So I will have to on generator to pump the water. Where is the one of what? Does Lagos State have pipe and water corporation? They have, but there's no potable water.
My sister, I know that you don't even have water running in your own house. Is it good?
Do you know how?
I know that. There's no pipe and water is nowhere in Lagos. And you don't have. And Lagos is supposed to set the pace for Nigeria. I went to Calabar to see my friend one day like this. And then he was opening the tap. I said, your borehole is working. He said, no, it's public water. I said,
Thank you.
It's not state like that one.
Thank you.
It's so poor.
Thank you very much. Bye. Hello.
Hello, Fuhad and Sage. I agree to be calling from Ikeja.
Welcome. We'll go right back. Go ahead.
Fuhad, you know what I'm calling. So people will not say that I'm Japa. The analysis. I don't think after you and analyzing issues, you need to call Fuhad. Sincerely speaking, but there's nothing we say that you have not said. You are an advisor to this government. I thought you are a Labour Party man. I didn't know you APC. You have been advising this government rightly. Don't worry, me and Fuhad, don't worry. We know our language.
I belong to everybody, but nobody.
Yes. Fuhad, please, I think I want people to yield the floor for my brother Ben, because that's why I give him a chance to call. Please. I love Ben. Ben has not been calling. Where is Ben now? Please.
Thank you very much. Check on all these people, but then there's no allowing. We don't have any control.
Don't mind this idea of looking for Ben. It's just hypocrisy.
Well, that's the amount of phone calls we can take, but we still can squeeze in a number of messages that we've gotten on our streaming platform on Facebook specifically. Christopher F. Young says, good morning, everyone in the studio. Nigeria's problem is still going to be solved by we Nigerians. Let's give Tinubu give Nigerians food. Nigerians are hungry and angry. Tinubu should please go back to the economic policy. There is something wrong with it. God bless my dear country. Thank you very much. Ebilade Ambo says the method of food production in Nigeria is still archaic. Our farmers are still using hoes and cutlasses. If you watch the news on the recent farmers' protest across the European Union, you will see how in the local government in Nigeria we can now focus on investing heavily on mechanized farming. Before, the only reason I listen to the news is just for them to tell us when to run for safety, because that's all for me. We have leaders that don't listen to the plight of citizens. If it's to budget, Michael says, Mr. ADESHINA have said nothing but the truth, which all suggestions given is not different from what Nigerians have been telling the president. I hope they will not say he has been sponsored by a political party. The major problem with this administration, even the past one, is implementation, and corruption is a huge part of it, where agricultural funds and manures have not been delivered to the authentic farmers. Also, the issue of insecurity from going to farm is another problem. The earlier we diversify the economy to agriculture, the better. It's a big shame that Ukraine, that is at war, is giving grains to Nigeria, who is endowed with abundant resources. If the several security agencies that we have in the country cannot guarantee the safety of farmers on their farms, then the government should engage private security companies, just like they did in safeguarding the crude oil pipeline. God bless Nigeria. Rashid Taurid says, good morning, my people. I greet you all. I'm not sure this government knows what they're doing. How can you be supplying grains for over 200 million people and expect it to go around in a country as corrupt as this? What about the former palliative and the 5 billion, actually 2 billion was what was dispensed, that was given to the state governors? Has it not gone down the drain? I weep for the future of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Maurice Ewa says, good morning, Fuhad and Co. Extreme hunger is the last stage of human nature. Beyond that is various stages of animalistic tendencies that could lead to anything. The government should do something fast other than buying time with the 𝐴ᴏᴏ report and the minimum wage public hearing. Olawale says, good morning, Fuad. Sharing rice is not the problem of this country. Let them open the border first and bring food. People will not burst into any warehouse. Thank you. This is Olawale from Olakpare K2. We appreciate you for your message. That is actually everything we can take this morning for Mainland Focus. Thank you so much for your desire to want to participate and have your voices heard on our radio station. My name is Sage Babalola. Thank you so very much, Fuad, for your analysis.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. By 10 a.m., we'll be back for Global View. Let's also have a look at what is going on outside Nigeria, international events. Let's talk about that as well.
Trump is winning.
Even do. But we'll talk about that when we come back.
All right.
9:45 is the time. We have a number of commercials lined up for you, but at 10 a.m., like I said, we'll be back for Global View. Don't go anywhere.
Mainland 98.3 FM, your number one radio. Reaching stars, the sound of Lagos.
Wait, isn't that an Alte jam?
Yeah, it enter, Abi.
Wait, though, when did you start jamming Alte? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number. Now that's who put me on.
Share your vibe with Hello Tunes from Airtel. Dial *790# to enjoy free trial and pay later.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.